In a cozy suburban neighborhood, nestled between blooming gardens and friendly neighbors, lived an elderly couple named Wendy and Keith. They had spent a lifetime together, weathering life's storms and basking in its sunny days. With silver hair and wrinkled hands intertwined, they were a testament to enduring love. Wendy and Keith had met in their youth and had been inseparable ever since. Their love was undeniable, providing comfort and strength through every challenge they faced. Their charming house, adorned with pictures capturing memories from their travels and family gatherings, reflected their life together. For the past 5 years, Wendy and Keith had been saving every spare penny for a dream they had nurtured for a while: a luxury cruise around the Bahamas. It was to celebrate their enduring bond, a reward for a lifetime of hard work and dedication. They would often sit by the fireplace, talking about the crystal clear waters, the soft sandy beaches, and the adventures that awaited them on the cruise. "I can hardly believe it's finally happening," Keith would chuckle, his eyes twinkling with excitement. "Oh, Keith, I feel the same way. We've been through so much, and this cruise will be the perfect way to unwind and make new memories," Wendy replied with a gleam in her eye. They shared stories of their struggles, financial difficulties, health scares, and the loss of loved ones. Despite it all, their love had remained steadfast, their bond growing stronger with each challenge they overcame. The day had finally arrived, and their excitement was palpable. Their suitcases, neatly packed and filled with anticipation, sat by the front door. Wendy and Keith stood hand in hand, looking at each other with a mixture of joy and disbelief. "Can you believe it, Wendy? After all these years, we're actually going on that cruise," Keith exclaimed, his voice filled with wonder. Wendy laughed heartily, her eyes shimmering. "It's like a dream come true, Keith. I can't wait to step onto that cruise ship and feel the wind in my hair as we sail into the open sea." As they boarded the cruise ship, their hearts raced with excitement. The ship was a floating paradise, adorned with elegant decor and offering a myriad of activities and amenities. The days on the cruise passed like a dream. They lounged by the pool, explored the vibrant markets on shore, and danced the night away under the starlit sky. Every meal was a culinary delight, and the entertainment was beyond their wildest expectations. They made friends with fellow passengers, sharing stories and laughter that created bonds they knew would last beyond the cruise. With each passing day, Wendy and Keith's cruise experience deepened their connection. They marveled at the breathtaking sunsets that painted the horizon in hues of gold and pink. They reveled in the opportunity to create new memories together, far away from the worries of daily life. One evening, as they strolled along the deck hand in hand, Wendy whispered, "Keith, this cruise has exceeded all our expectations. I never imagined we'd have such a wonderful time." Keith smiled warmly, his gaze fixed on the horizon. "It's a reminder that no matter our age, we can still experience new adventures and find joy in unexpected places." A bittersweet feeling settled upon Wendy and Keith as the days turned into nights and the cruise drew close. They had formed friendships with fellow travelers, promising to keep in touch and share stories of their time together. The ship's crew had become familiar faces, offering warm smiles and personalized service that had made their journey exceptional. On the last evening of the cruise, Wendy and Keith danced under the moonlit sky, holding each other close as they swayed to the music. "We'll always cherish this time, won't we?" Wendy whispered, her head resting on Keith's shoulder. "Absolutely," Keith replied softly, his voice full of affection. "These memories will forever be etched in our hearts." The cruise came to an end, and with a heavy heart, Wendy and Keith disembarked, their suitcases filled not only with souvenirs but with the magic of the journey they had shared. Excitement coursed through their veins as they hailed a taxi, eager to share their adventures with the world. However, when they arrived home, their excitement turned to shock. The windows were covered, the familiar facade of their home obscured. They exchanged worried glances and tried the front door, but it wouldn't budge. "How could this happen?" Wendy's voice trembled, her eyes wide with disbelief. "We're locked out of our own home." Keith's brows furrowed as he tried to comprehend the situation. "This can't be real, what's going on?" Frustrated and bewildered, they called the police, hoping for help. But their hopes were dashed when the police informed them it was a civil matter beyond their jurisdiction. Wendy's voice quivered as she spoke to the police officer. "But this is our home! How can someone just take it from us?" With their home in the hands of strangers, Wendy and Keith were left devastated. They found refuge at their granddaughter's house, seeking solace in the company of family. Their granddaughter's husband, a determined young man, decided to take matters into his own hands. He began watching their house from a distance, hoping to catch a glimpse of the squatters who had taken over their home. Days turned into nights as he meticulously observed, desperate to uncover the truth. One evening, he finally spotted movement within the house. Shockingly, the figure he saw was someone they knew. It was the daughter of Wendy's best friend, someone who had shared their lives and their secrets. The betrayal cut deep. Armed with the truth, Wendy confronted her friend, her voice heavy with hurt. She recounted how they had saved for years to take the cruise, only to return to find their home stolen by her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend. Wendy's friend was appalled by her daughter's actions and immediately called her daughter, her anger palpable. "You have until the end of the day to vacate that house or you'll have no place in my life anymore," she declared, her voice unwavering. Wendy's friend knew the value of true friendship, and she refused to stand by while her daughter tarnished it. With a heavy heart, she severed ties with her own flesh and blood in defense of Wendy and Keith's rightful home. Emboldened by their friend's support, Wendy and Keith gathered the evidence they needed to prove their house ownership. They enlisted legal help to rectify the situation, determined to reclaim their beloved home from the clutches of deceit. The legal battle was arduous, but Wendy and Keith's determination and the overwhelming evidence they had compiled eventually swung the case in their favor. With a court order in hand, they regained access to their home and expelled the squatters who had taken advantage of their absence. Standing in their living room once more, Wendy and Keith held each other tightly, a mixture of relief and gratitude washing over them. Their journey from the anticipation of a dream cruise to the heartache of betrayal had taught them the strength of their bond and the power of true friendship. As they looked around at the familiar walls that held decades of memories, Wendy whispered, "No matter what challenges come our way, we'll face them together, Keith." Keith smiled, pressing a kiss to her forehead. "And as long as we're together, we can overcome anything, Wendy."